What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Dragonflight video. So today we're preparing for the expansion itself and talking about my launch guide, or how to get ahead of the curve, basically what I'm going to be doing at the launch, and a couple of tips and tricks for you guys as well that you can use at the launch itself to give yourself a smoother launch experience. Basically I've been playing the beta a lot, and throughout leveling on the beta I've been picking up a thing or two that I thought I would talk about in this video that hopefully will help your leveling process. So take it with a pinch of salt, but here's my advice. So number one, at the start you basically have two options. You will be starting your journey in the Dragon Isles right here, if I can just go to the map. So right here you will be starting your journey, and over here you will see there's a couple of quests. So at this point you have two different options. Number one, do the campaign. It's super simple, so you can do the campaign itself. Number two, go to the main town and pick up professions, then go back and do the quests. Now, which step you should do depends a little bit on which professions you have. So if you have actually every single profession except for one, you should do the quest. If you have skinning, go to the town, pick up skinning, then go back and do the quest. And the reason for this is that in this location you will see so many skinnable mobs. I don't have skinning on this character myself, but just to demonstrate and show you guys, just do a quick fly, you will see there's so many mobs around this area, all of which are dragons and all of which can be skinned. So it's definitely a very good farming location for skinning, and you don't have to farm them yourself. Like, this is a campaign questing area, so you know everyone will be doing this, and not everyone that has skinning will be going to the town first then go back. So it's going to be a lot of free leather for you, and even if people do that, not everyone has skinning, so no matter what there will be a bunch of free leather waiting for you in this area. So if you have skinning, you might want to skip step one and just go straight to the town, learn professions, then go back and then start doing the quest. So step two is basically a detour, but step one, do the campaign. Okay, so yeah, now that we talk about that one, after you've done the campaign and you are in the second town, make sure to grab your professions. So I'm just going to fly there super quickly to show you a couple of professions. So in this town right here, when you're here through the campaign, or if you go here before the campaign, whatever, grab your professions. So for example, you will see right here is the emissary, you will have a mining trainer, you will have skinning trainers, over here is the blacksmithing trainer, over here you have the mining trainer, and over here you have the skinning trainers. If you have skinning, go to this guy before you do the quests, and then just go back and do the quests, right? It's super simple. Now a couple of notes here is that you don't have to have the profession beforehand. You can learn the base profession here. So if you're testing out Dragonflight and it's your first expansion, or you're coming here on a brand new boosted character, you don't need to have anything set up. You can come here with one skill, or not even, you don't have to have anything. You can come here with blank professions, you can learn base herbalism here, and then learn Dragon Isles herbalism on top of that here as well. So you can come here as a brand new character, don't have anything, and learn everything you need to learn right here. Okay, so at this point you want to just keep questing through the campaign, and roughly 30 minutes into the campaign you will learn dragon riding, and the amount of time it takes you to get to this point will depend a little bit on, for example, your skill and knowledge of the game, if you've been playing the beta and doing this before, and also just the general mob competition on your server, your gear, and so on. I will say that gear doesn't really matter too much while leveling, it goes super fast either way, and I did this on the beta with full greens, like literally boosted greens, and it took me 25 minutes to get to the dragon riding point, so it does go super fast. And you pick that up around the Ruby Dragon Shrine, so you go all the way down to, here it is, the Sky Top Observatory, and you will learn dragon riding super fast into the campaign. So just do the campaign until you get dragon riding. Now, once you have dragon riding, take some time out of your leveling experience or leveling process to fly around and gather all the dragon glyphs. This will really enhance your dragon riding abilities, giving you more mount up time, more speed, and more efficiency overall. You will notice when you pick up dragon riding that you probably don't get to stay on the mount all the time, but once you've picked up all the dragon glyphs, you can actually have 100% mount up time, and you can keep going further and further up in the air, and and if I had to put this on a scale, then base dragon riding is 10%, but having all the glyphs, that goes all the way up to 100%. It is a massive boost, so it's definitely worth the time if you ask me. So take the time out of it to do that, and personally I would recommend getting all the dragon glyphs in one fell swoop, as it takes less than an hour to do so if you know all the locations, and yeah, more like 30 minutes actually, but you can also pick up the ones in the zone you're in, then finish the quest in that zone, and pick up the glyphs in the next zone when you start doing that zone, so basically picking them up on a zone by zone basis as you quest through the zone. So what I mean by that is that at this point right now, when you have dragon riding, you can fly around the Waking Shores, gather all the glyphs in the Waking Shores, and then do the campaign quest for the Waking Shores. Then you go down to Onharan Plains, and before you start your questing journey, you take a fly around the map and gather all the dragon glyphs, and then go back to the beginning, and you start questing there as well once you have picked up all the dragon glyphs. Once again, that is not my recommendation. I would just fly and gather all of them in one fell swoop, but if you want to do it on a zone by zone basis, that definitely works too. That will just enhance you more and more throughout the campaign, and it feels a little bit good to just get gradually better over time. Either way, I would do it all in one go. Okay, at this point I also want to say that I have a video on where to obtain all the dragon glyphs as well, so you can use that one as a reference for where to find them, and the link to that video is in the video description. Once again, I've covered every single glyph in the game, so I'm showing you exactly where to get it. There's maps at the end as well, showing you dots on the map on exactly where to fly, and I'm showing you the exact location, because in some cases it will tell you to go like where I am now, but it won't tell you exactly where the dragon riding glyph is. So for example, over here there's going to be one glyph either inside this one right here, or inside the other ones. If you fly, for example, all the way up top here, there should be a dragon riding glyph inside one of these buildings. I'm not exactly sure which one, because once again I have grabbed all of them. But some of the dragon glyphs will be super well hidden and inside the buildings that you actually have to look for. So yeah, just check out that video if you want to find all the dragon glyphs. Some of them can be actually hidden in the map, and you have to fly quite far up in the air as well. Some of them are in mountains, so for example there should be one all the way atop the mountain right about here, so you have to fly all the way up to the mountain to get that one. So yeah, just check out the video for the dragon riding glyphs. It's definitely worth getting just to enhance your experience. So right now you will see I have 6 Vigors when I'm flying around, and they also recharge super quickly. But at the beginning, like now, if you haven't went out and gathered the glyphs, you will only have 3 Vigors, and they recharge super slow. So for example, this right here is one of the glyphs that I've been talking about. It's located right here. I've grabbed this one already, but it's located right here, so it's a little bit hidden, and you have to fly up in the map to actually find it. But yeah, there we go. At this point in your experience, you are now going to be max level as long as you just keep doing the campaign quests. So once you have the dragon riding, once again, just keep going back to doing the campaign, and while leveling up on the beta at least, doing the campaign got me to level 68 and 25%. The last 1 3/4 of a level, I had to either do world quests, dungeons, or go and do side quests. So if the experience values stays the same, then my advice to you is to do some side quests while leveling, or do 2 dungeons, and that should be enough to get you all the way to max level. Now, once you're max level, make sure to do world quest, daily quest, and weekly quest. This is important for renown tied to reputations, and also to make sure you cap your weekly profession knowledge, which is done primarily through weekly quests. You can also pick up items like, for example, this one right here, the iridescent ore fragment, which increases your Dragon Isles mining knowledge by 1, and I think that is capped at 6 per week, so you can find them while doing gathering in the open world, but also by just doing weekly quest and daily quest, which is super simple. And these are used to get specializations in your skill, which I don't have enough skill to actually unlock just yet. But yeah, there we go. That is the video, guys. Now if you want to have some even more access to gold making info, for example, for Dragonflight, I have made a Dragonflight gold guide as well, which I can link down below, and you can grab it for half price by using the code Solheim. So while this video right here was more focused on leveling, if you want to have even more of an edge and be ahead of the curve in the gold making aspect as well, then check out that gold guide through the link down below. This is a 155 pages PDF document with also more than 40 different Dragonflight gold farms that we have found on the beta, some of which are really good, and you need to know about them before day 1 because they're going to be super profitable on day 1. Either way, that is the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe for more Dragonflight content, especially Dragonflight gold farming and gold making content, but pretty much everything WoW related, so subscribe for that, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comment section down below if your launch plans looks any different than mine. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.